Lynker HR Quick Learning Bites, your one-stop shop for bite-sized HR insights designed to support Lynker managers. Each session spotlights a topic to strengthen your leadership toolkit, enhance team engagement, and keep you informed on HR best practices. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining this week's HR Quick Learning Bite. In this session, we'll be covering an important topic, Lynker's emergency response and loss of life protocols. Our goal today is to ensure that every manager feels confident and prepared to respond quickly, appropriately, and compassionately in the event of an emergency involving one of our employees. We'll walk through the steps you're expected to take during an urgent situation, how and when to notify HR and leadership, and what resources are available to support both employees and their families. These are difficult scenarios, but being informed, steady, and responsive can make a meaningful difference when it matters most. Before we walk through the emergency response protocol, I want to set the stage for why this process is so important. Emergencies are unpredictable and often stressful, and in those moments, employees look to their managers for direction and reassurance. Having a clear understanding of what to do, who to call, what information to gather, and how to respond helps ensure that we act quickly, responsibly, and with care. These steps are designed to protect our employees, meet our legal and contractual obligations, and maintain a safe workplace. Let's begin with step 1, immediate response. If a medical emergency or workplace injury occurs, the very first action is to call 911. Safety and medical attention come before anything else. If the incident happens at a government facility or on a vessel, be sure to notify the on-site emergency personnel and follow their established procedures. They may have specific protocols you're required to follow. For situations that are not life-threatening, you should still ensure the employee receives appropriate medical attention as needed. Once the employee is safe and stable, report the situation to HR as soon as possible so we can begin the follow-up process. Step 2 is the notification process. All emergencies involving Lynker employees must be promptly reported to HR. Our official point of contact is Veronica Morgan McHenry, our HR director. She can be reached at the email hr@lynker.com or by phone at 703-789-7074. When reporting an incident, please provide the employee's full name, the date, time, and location of the incident, and the nature of the emergency, any medical response that took place, and the contact information for any authorities or personnel involved. This information helps us report quickly, ensure proper documentation, and coordinate any necessary support for the employee. Step 3 focuses on documentation and compliance. Once the immediate response and notification have taken place, every incident must be documented thoroughly and accurately. This ensures we meet Lynker's internal policies as well as any legal, contractual, or regulatory requirements. If the emergency involves a work-related injury, the employee may need to complete workers' compensation forms. HR will guide both the manager and the employee through that process. Additionally, if the incident leads to an extended absence or impacts the employee's ability to work, HR will coordinate with medical professionals and key stakeholders to ensure compliance with FMLA, ADA, and any other applicable laws. Step 4 is all about confidentiality and privacy. Any personnel or medical information related to the incident must be handled with the strictest level of care. We follow HIPAA regulations as well as Lynker's own confidentiality policies, which means information is only shared with those who absolutely need it in order to support the employee or ensure proper compliance. Maintaining privacy at every step is not only a legal obligation, it also reinforces trust and respect during what can be a challenging time for the employee. Finally, Step 5 covers emergency preparedness. We encourage all employees, and especially managers, to stay familiar with their work site-specific emergency procedures. This includes knowing evacuation routes, emergency contacts, available first aid resources, and any location-specific requirements. If managers or employees ever have questions about emergency protocol, they should reach out to HR at hr@lynker.com. Staying prepared helps ensure that we're ready to act quickly and appropriately when emergencies occur. Now we're going to shift into one of the most difficult but most important parts of this training, Lynker's loss of life procedure. While these situations are rare, it's essential that managers understand what to do if we are ever faced with the loss of an employee. Our response must be grounded in accuracy, compassion, respect, and clear communication. This process ensures that we support the employee's family, coordinate benefits appropriately, protect the privacy of everyone involved, and keep leadership informed. With that context in mind, let's walk through the immediate actions you must take. Step 1 is the confirmation of the incident. Before taking any next step, we must ensure the information is verified. This means gathering key details such as the date of the incident, the cause if known, and any immediate actions taken by authorities, such as police reports, medical documentation, or official notifications. This verification is crucial. It ensures we act on accurate information and prevents miscommunication during an already sensitive and emotional time. Step 2 is to notify HR leadership and the CEO immediately. The employee's supervisor is responsible for contacting the HR director right away, who will then inform the CEO. At this stage, the supervisor should provide a brief summary containing verified facts only, no assumptions or unverified details. This enables leadership to coordinate communication appropriately and ensure the company responds with professionalism, care, and accuracy. Before we walk through the internal communications process, it's important to recognize the sensitivity of this stage. When an employee passes away, the way we communicate internally sets the tone for how the organization responds, both emotionally and operationally. This part of the process is designed to ensure that leadership is aligned, the team receives clear and compassionate information, and employees have the support they need during a very difficult time. With that in mind, let's go through the steps for handling internal communications following a loss. Step 1 in the internal communication process is to notify leadership. Once HR leadership has been informed of the employee's passing, the HR director will notify executive leadership, including the COO, the VP, and the employee's department head. This group will meet promptly to discuss the next steps, ensuring messaging is consistent and determine how best to support both the team and the family. This step is important because it aligns leadership, prepares them for questions, and ensures the communication is handled with care and professionalism. Step 2 is to inform the team. The HR director will draft an internal communication, either an email or a meeting invitation, to deliver the news to the employee's immediate team. The language used in this message is intentionally sensitive. The goal is to acknowledge the loss, support the emotional needs of the team, and provide any relevant information about what comes next. In some cases, after consulting with leadership, a company-wide announcement may be appropriate. The message may include information about counseling resources, memorial arrangement, or ways employees can offer support. Step 3 focuses on supporting the team following the notification. HR will offer grief counseling resources to any employee affected, typically through our Employee Assistant Program or other available support services. Managers are encouraged to maintain open lines of communication and check in on their team members' well-being. These moments can be emotionally difficult, and acknowledging that openly helps employees feel supported, cared for, and connected. Next, let's walk through how we support an employee's family following a loss. This part of the process requires empathy, clarity, and care. Our goal is to ensure the family receives timely communication, understands the support available to them, and feels the company's genuine condolences during an incredibly difficult time. These steps help us approach the situation respectfully while providing the family with stability, resources, and compassion. Let's take a look at what happens next. Step 1 is the initial contact with the family. The HR director, benefits manager, or a senior leader will reach out directly to offer condolences on behalf of Lynker. The first conversation is focused on compassion and reassurance. We explain the company's commitment to supporting them through the next step, whether that involves counseling resources, financial resources, or questions about benefits. We also provide an overview of what they can expect in the coming days, ensuring they never feel uninformed or alone during the process. Step 2 involves sending a gesture of sympathy to the family. Lynker sends a bouquet of flowers or a condolences card on behalf of the company. If appropriate, and depending on the company's policy, a memorial contribution may also be made in honor of the employee. This small but meaningful outreach enforces our respect for the employee's family and shows the family that they are in our thoughts during the time of loss. Now we'll move into the benefits and insurance coordination process. This stage is essential because it directly supports the employees' families with the financial and administrative matters that must be handled after a loss. Our goal here is to ensure the family receives accurate information, timely support, and clear guidance as they navigate insurance claims and the final benefits. These steps allow us to manage the process with professionalism, sensitivity, and efficiency, making an incredibly difficult time a little bit easier for the family. The HR director first contacts the benefit manager to begin the life insurance claims process. At this point, the benefit manager gathers all required documentation, such as the death certificate, and works directly with the insurance provider to initiate the claim. This step is crucial for ensuring the family receives the financial support they are entitled to as quickly as possible. Next, the benefit broker is brought into the process. The broker helps coordinate the life insurance claims and ensures all benefits are processed smoothly. This includes verifying whether additional benefits are owed to the family, such as 401k funds, retirement contributions, or other financial assets. Their involvement helps ensure nothing is missed and the family receives clear and complete support. The final part of this stage involves coordination with the legal and payroll teams. Payroll will verify and process the employee's final paycheck, including any unused PTO. Legal may assist with tax implications, estate questions, or other items that need formal documentation. This ensures that all financial matters are handled appropriately and that every detail is completed in compliance with the company policy and legal requirements. Now let's talk about how Lynker supports the family and honors the employee's memory after the initial notifications and benefit processes are underway. This part of the process focuses on compassionate outreach, showing respect for the employee's life, supporting the family's wishes, and ensuring that the company's involvement is appropriate and meaningful. Our goal is to be present, supportive, and respectful during a time of grief, while keeping the family's needs and preferences at the center. Step 1 is discussing the company's involvement in the memorial service. HR or senior leadership will reach out to the family to ask whether they would like Lynker to participate or contribute to any memorial services. If appropriate, the company may coordinate attendance, send representation, or offer support based on the family's wishes. The key here is sensitivity, following the family's lead and ensuring our participation feels supportive rather than intrusive. Step 2 focuses on continued support for the family. Depending on their needs, Lynker may help arrange bereavement counseling, provide referrals to legal or financial advisors, or simply maintain regular contact to ensure all benefits have been processed and that they feel supported. The goal is ongoing care, not just for the first few days, but throughout the entire process, to ensure the family receives the resources, guidance, and compassion they deserve. As we move into the final stage of the loss of life procedure, we shift our focus back to the employees who remain. The impact of losing a colleague can extend well beyond the initial days, and it's important that managers recognize the emotional and practical needs that may arise in the weeks that follow. This part of the process ensures that we continue supporting the team, maintain clear documentation, and keep communication open until the situation is fully resolved. Our goal is to approach the aftermath with the same sensitivity and care that guided us through the earlier steps. Once the initial actions and communications have taken place, the next step is documenting and filing everything related to the incident. This includes maintaining clear and organized records of all communications, insurance claims, financial payouts, and any documentation shared by the family or external agencies. HR is responsible for ensuring that all materials, such as the death certificate, the final payout details, and any insurance documents, are securely stored in accordance with the legal requirements of Lynker's internal standards. Proper documentation not only ensures compliance, but also supports transparency throughout the process. The next part of this step involves debriefing leadership. Once the immediate and administrative tasks have been completed, the HR director prepares a final report summarizing the situation, actions taken, and any lessons learned. This debrief helps leadership understand the timeline of events, highlighting opportunities to improve internal processes, and ensures we continue strengthening our response protocol moving forward. As we come to the final step in the loss of life procedure, our focus turns to support the team in the days and weeks following the incident. HR encourages managers to monitor their team's emotional well-being, check in regularly, and create space for employees to share concerns or seek additional support. Counseling services, whether through the Employee Assistance Program or external providers, should be offered whenever needed. HR will also stay in contact with the family until all benefits have been fully processed and any outstanding items are resolved. This continuity helps ensure the process is complete from start to finish and that the family feels supported throughout. To wrap up, our emergency response and loss of life protocols are designed to guide managers through some of the most difficult and unexpected situations they may face. By following these steps, responding quickly, communicating clearly, protecting privacy, supporting the team, and honoring the family, we ensure every action we take reflects Lynker's values of care, respect, and responsibility. Thank you all for joining us for this installment of Lynker HR Quick Learning Bites. If you have any suggested topics for future HR Quick Learning Bites, please reach out to Jackie Williams at jwilliams@lynker.com.